Night in the Mojave had a way of swallowing sound. Even the wind seemed to hold its breath, as if afraid to disturb whatever moved in the darkness. Miles away from the nearest highway, beneath a sky bruised with stars, Ethan Cole drove his dust-coated pickup across the desert flats alone, or so he thought. Then he saw her dot a silhouette stumbling into his headlights. A woman, barefoot, terrified, her silver hair whipping behind her like threads of moonlight. She raised a trembling hand. "Please, help me." And before he could speak, she whispered the words that would change the course of his life. "It's hidden under my skirt, please take it off, before they find me." Ethan Cole slammed the brakes, dust spraying forward in a storm of ochre. The woman staggered to his door, gripping the metal handle so tightly her knuckles blanched. She looked human, almost. Her eyes shimmered with a faint violet glow, and her skin, though pale, held a pearlescent sheen. "Ma'am, are you hurt?" Ethan asked, stepping out. "In no time," she rasped. "They're close." Her gaze darted to the sky, wide, frantic. Ethan followed it. "Nothing up there but stars and the thin crescent of the moon, they?" Ethan repeated. She grabbed his wrist. Her touch was electric, like static trapped beneath skin. "Under my skirt," she whispered urgently. "There's a tracker. A restraint device. If you don't remove it, they'll locate me. They'll take me back." Ethan swallowed hard. He didn't understand who she was or what she was running from. But he saw the fear, raw, real, almost childlike. He nodded once. "Okay. I'm going to help you. Just tell me what to do." She lifted the hem just enough for him to see a metallic band strapped around her upper thigh, glowing faintly blue. Not a weapon, more like a shackle. Etched with symbols no human could have crafted. "It's locked," Ethan said. "How do I?" She closed her eyes. "Press the center node. Hard." Ethan did. The band hissed, then snapped open like a broken serpent. It fell into the sand, sizzling as its glow faded. She exhaled shakily. Relief washed over her features. "You saved my life," she said. "What's your name?" Ethan asked gently. "Leary." She looked at him, really looked at him. "And you must get me far from here." A distant hum ignited overhead. Ethan tensed. "What is that?" "A hunter drone," Leary whispered. "They've found the signal debris." No more hesitation. Ethan pulled her toward the truck. "Get in." The hum grew louder, slicing the night. They buckled and Ethan floored the accelerator, tires screeching. The truck launched forward across the sand. A spotlight tore through the darkness behind them. Ethan cursed. "That thing, it's not human tech." "No," Leary said, voice trembling. "They are not human." The drone descended, firing a bolt of shimmering energy that scorched the ground inches from the truck. Ethan swerved, heart hammering. "What do they want with you?" Leary's voice was barely a whisper. "I escaped a prison ship. They want me back because I know the truth. I know what they're planning for Earth." The drone closed in, a second bolt charging. "Ethan," she said, gripping his arm, "drive faster, everything depends on it." And with that, the desert night erupted into a chase neither of them was meant to survive. The pickup roared across the uneven desert terrain, bouncing violently. Ethan kept one hand clenched on the wheel and the other bracing against the dashboard as the hunter drone's light carved through the dust behind them. "It won't stop," Leary said, breath shaking. "It's locked onto residual heat signatures." Ethan gritted his teeth. "Then we need to break line of sight." "Toward the ridge," she pointed. "There's a canyon." He veered sharply left, the truck lurching as the sand thinned into rocky ground. The drone followed, but its flight wavered. Terrain interference, good. They cleared the ridge and dropped into a narrow cut of stone. The moment the truck slid into shadow, the drone's beams scattered across the canyon wall. Its targeting faltered, just long enough. Ethan didn't slow. Not until the hum faded behind them, swallowed by distance, only then did he brake. Leary pressed a hand to her chest, gasping. Ethan stepped out, scanning the canyon roof for movement. "Are we safe?" he asked. "For now," she murmured. "But only briefly." Ethan turned to her, voice firm. "Tell me what this is. What they want. Why they're chasing you." Leary hesitated, then her shoulders sagged. "I was an intelligence archivist, aboard a reconnaissance vessel." She met his eyes. My people watch developing civilizations from afar. We are forbidden from revealing ourselves. And you broke the rule? No, she shook her head. I discovered something I was never meant to see. Her voice grew tight with emotion. They're planning an extraction of Earth's oceans, atmosphere, biogenetic material. Everything that gives your world life. They call it a harvest. And they will begin within months. Ethan stared at her, stunned. Why tell me? Because I had to warn someone. She swallowed. And because you stopped for me. When no one else would. He looked at her, exhausted, frightened, yet impossibly brave. What happens now? He asked. Leary lifted her chin. I need to reach a communications array hidden west of here. If I transmit what I know to the Galactic Council, Earth might be spared. But I cannot reach it alone. A distant rumble echoed overhead. The drone wasn't alone. Ethan made his decision. Get in, he said. We finished this. She blinked, surprised. Ethan, you don't owe me. I'm not letting your warning die in the desert. For a moment, she simply stared at him, and something softened in her expression, as if hope, fragile, unfamiliar, had finally found room to breathe. Then they climbed back into the truck. As the engine rumbled to life and the canyon opened before them, Leary whispered, Thank you for giving my escape a purpose. The desert wind rose behind them, chasing their dust into the night as they drove toward a future no longer ruled by fear, but by the possibility of saving an entire world. And for the first time since she fled her captors, Leary believed they might actually succeed.